So this next test is called an endopat. So it looks like, I've heard you already say it 3 or 4 times at least, arterial stiffening. So this is looking at nitric oxide.
Okay.
So it's funny you talk about, Cialis. Yeah, Cialis is a heavy nitric oxide. As we all know, exercise products and stuff like that always boost nitric oxide. So we're actually able to measure it. It's actually a medically award-winning formula. As you will probably know, there's a Nobel Prize behind the diagnosis of nitric oxide. So, so very important, cool test.
And this one's called the endopath.
This is called the endopat.
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 Okay, not the endopath, the endopat.
Correct, P-A-T.
Okay.
So endo standing for endothelial lining, and the pat standing for peripheral arterial tone.
Got it.
And that's going to be these guys right here. So very cool little device, has a pneumatics inside of it.
Nice.
So that's what your finger will go in. There's sensors inside there. And are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Okay. So what we're going to do is this guy here and this guy here.
Okay, index finger goes in.
Right in there, just like that. Perfect.
It's like a little finger condom.
Okay, and this keeps that thumb from bumping into that sensor.
Okay. That's what those are for. The bumper pads.
All right, and this keeps the stability of the test, keeping that finger from shaking. So this is kind of a cool and unique test in the respect that we actually put your arm to sleep for this guy. So,
You put my arm to sleep.
put your arm to sleep. So, and for our lovely viewers, they're gonna get to miss out on the boring component of the test. Is also conducted over 15 minutes, where the patient is not allowed to move
Okay.
and is not allowed to speak.
Okay.
So, so we'll have a couple portions of some control in the test, where I'll be doing some talking. But again, you're going to be a good boy.
That's
You're not
fine.
gonna talk.
I can go la la
This is a
land.
great ADD checker as well. All right. Just like that.
If you would have warned me, I would have put headphones and an audiobook in. But now I'll just have to go inside my head.
Yes.
Kind of like an audiobook, I'm sure.
It's a little. I'll try to be like one, since I do about 3 a month of
That's
them.
right. Tell me stories.
Well, I don't know. You like the one I'm listening to now.
I meant Ben's head's like an audiobook.
Yeah, that's right.
What's funny, sometimes you listen to them, you can't remember if they're a movie or if it was an audiobook. Like something will pop in your head, be like, oh my god, I remember that great scene. You're like, that wasn't a scene, that was an audiobook. Especially the really good ones.
Definitely.
All right, perfect. So fingers go all the way down. You're going to stay just like that. Now I'm going to take the air out of those in just a second.
Okay.
And we said 6'2", right?
Mm-hmm.
And did I hear 185?
About 180, actually.
Okay.
I quit eating as many ribeyes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good. All right, so fingers should all the way be down. Don't move. Hold nice and still. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put you into the testing position, which is exactly like that, and exactly like that. All right, so we have good signals, good strength. You ready to go?
All right.
Here we go. So 15 minutes, no moving, no talking. All right, so we have begun. As I said, 15 minutes, no talking, no moving. The test is broken up into 3 5-minute segments. The first 5 minutes is called the baseline, and that's why the 2 probes on your fingertips there are capturing your pulse data, which we see represented over here on this screen. And we're going to maintain this measure for 5 minutes, and then we'll enter into the second stage, which is called the occlusion. And that's going to be where I pump up the blood pressure cuff and put that left arm to sleep. Through the science, they found out that is the non-dominant arm that we like to test. And so again, we'll maintain that for 5 minutes. And then the last 5 minutes is called the dilation. And that's where we're going to watch as the blood is returned back into the artery and kind of that revascularization process. So since we're looking at pulse in terms of amplitude, the higher the amplitude, so we should be watching that amplitude increase after we release the blood pressure cuff. And in their proprietary software, they're able to give us the measure of nitric oxide through how the voltage, so how tall it is, and how long it lasted. And so based off of those parameters, we'll be able to get that score for you today. So 3 minutes, 25 seconds left of the baseline. Great. So 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Excuse me 1 second.
Sure. Great. 1 minute, 50 seconds.
How's it going here? Hey there.
I'm just filming with these guys. I should be finishing up in a little bit, so
Okay.
yeah.
And
Excuse me.
She can go after that.
Once you finish your
she's done.
antibodies.
Good. 3 minutes, 47 seconds left. I will definitely give you a lot more updates on this stage, just so you know when we're going to get rid of that error. $330, doing good. $252 left on the clock.
Himself louder towards his mic because that's the only
Okay.
audio I got over there.
Okay. 240. Doing good. So when we release the blood pressure cuff in 2 minutes and 25 seconds, you'll just feel a normal rush of the blood going back down your arm. No discomfort. Coming up on 2 minutes. Two minutes. Doing good. And 45 seconds, doing good. $24 seconds. Ten seconds. 10 seconds. We'll let that air out. All right. So 5 minutes, still no moving, no talking. So we're watching here.
Mm-hmm.
actually see the.
Yeah.
You guys are going to use some video or some screenshots, you think?
Yeah, let me get some of those.
Yeah, because you can actually see the response. Sorry, I should have given you a heads up.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All right, so do you remember how it was nice and small like this?
1 second.
Good. So do you want a little narration to go with the video?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what,
DocuStan,
Yeah, also a little closer. I got the mic.
oh, perfect.
Yeah. go on.
Great. So what we're seeing here is a response in the artery. So as we reintroduce the blood flow back, we see that the pulsatility on our screen is actually higher than it was when we began, which is exactly what we expect to see happen.
This is the reactive hyperemia we're talking about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what's so great about this test is we can actually see it in the form of the high amplitude pulse.
Mm-hmm. And the machine will take this data and apply calculations and normalize it to its database.
Correct.
And then we'll get the RHI number, which is the key number that we're looking at to get an indicator of arterial health and endothelial function.
And what I love about this test specifically is that we get the results now. You know, some of the tests that we talk about, even our favorite tests that we like, sometimes we have to send that out.
Right.
Sometimes we're dependent on getting those test results back. Sometimes that could be a day, so that could be a couple days. You know, but what's great about this in the practice is that you
It's a
get that
real-time
rapid
number.
results. It's a real-time number. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Still one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Doing good. And coming up on 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. And then we'll be done with this test, and then we'll go ahead and transition over to the stress echo. Too bad this isn't live. We could have taken bets on how long he went on the treadmill. Had a winner.
That's right.
You still can.
Doing great. Home stretch, 120. $50 seconds. Doing good. All right, so in 15 seconds, we'll go ahead and stop all of our recordings. I'll let you know when you're safe to talk and safe to move. And then we'll initiate the program to go ahead and give us those rapid results. You can talk, you can move. How'd you do?
I don't know. I was in La La Land. You know? I could hear your voice droning in the background, but I was so deep into meditation. I was on
Good.
another planet.
Got some good data here.
I have to admit, I'll probably need to take a leak then before I get on the treadmill.
For sure. We'll pause for station identification.
All right.
We'll get you just unhooked here.
Station identification. I haven't heard that in a long time. Jeez. Dating herself.
I'm glad that at least one person in the room got it.
Yeah.
You know.
Somebody's heard the radio before. That was an interesting test.
I really wanted to see what you thought about it. Yeah.
Very cool.
It fell asleep then?
Well, yeah, you know, I've done a lot of blood flow restriction training before, where I'm pretty used to having the arteries occluded, even while training. So that wasn't too crazy of a sensation for me.